Oh, hey there. I'm just looking through these piles of old concert posters, flyers, and tickets from some of my favorite shows. In fact, I don't even know if I made it to a few of these gigs, but I saved the flyers just because they looked cool.
Okay, I'll admit it. A lot of these are from the days before the internet dominated my life, but I still find myself picking up flyers and checking out cool posters in record stores or cafes pretty much everywhere I go. Let's talk about digital and print ideas for promotion. Flyers are these small photograph-sized pieces of artwork. They're super cheap to produce and effective because they can be left and stacked almost anywhere for people to pick up. At shows, they're the perfect giveaway for fans. There's no pressure to commit to buying an album, but you still get the exposure of having somebody take home something with your name on it. Buttons are extremely popular within some circles. They're also cheap to produce, you can even make them at home, and the big draw is that they can be worn by your fans, which is of course just as much advertising as a t-shirt, but hundreds of dollars cheaper. Like buttons, stickers are equally as mobile. They stick to things, like toilet seats. Don't put them on toilet seats. Posters. Posters are a slightly bigger investment. They're physically bigger and can be printed a number of ways, including by hand, which is often why you see bands selling their posters for good money. That's one of the plus sides. They're original works of art, so they become collectible. Get in touch with friends, family, and fans in cities along your route and have them put up your posters around town. Later, when you've expanded your following, you can engage your fans by organizing street teams in each city, awarding their work with merch or free tickets to shows. Today, you can have customized artwork printed on almost anything you can think of. I once had 500 fortune cookies made with customized paper inserts that asked a silly question and linked to a digital download of an unreleased track. Get creative with some freebies. People don't ignore free things.
When it comes to print promotion, you've got tons of options, but digital is essentially limitless.
By now, you're an experienced press release writer, which covers a lot of media outlets. You're also well aware of the tools that can help draw people to your music online, and that's a great start. One great way to engage new and existing audiences online is to release free audio and video content. Give them new access to your music in an alternative and intimate setting. It's why Daytrotter, NPR's Tiny Desk concerts, and Blogotech's takeaway shows are so popular. Keeping an online tour diary updated with photos, videos, and amusing stories from the road is a great way to give back to your fans.
Whether they made the gig or missed it, they might be curious to know how it went, or at least get a shout out for their city.
Social networks and email are extremely valuable when touring. Your network should be constantly rewarded and incentivized to engage. And time your announcements strategically. Don't solicit them too often. It gets spammy pretty fast if you keep hitting up your network with, "Come to my gig!" Asking fans for advice on local places to eat, or even where to go digging through crates of records, is an easy way to keep an engaged community of followers.
I've said this before, but I definitely want to reiterate how important it is to check out what your favorite bands are doing online. Whether they're doing it themselves or backed by a label, you can get so many ideas just by following their promotional efforts.